3, 2, 1. Recording. So we're back. Okay, continuing on. From March 27th, 2020 to April 2nd, 2020, government shutdown. April 3rd, 2020, government shutdown. April 4th, 2020, school closed. April 5th, 2020, school closed. April 6th, CV-19 government shutdown. April 7th, CV-19 government shutdown. April 8th, Passover begins at 6 p.m. today. April 9th, honor Abel's birthday. April 9th, 2020, honor Abel's 5 years old today. Honors appointment at 10:43. I'm sorry. April 10th, 2020, honors appointment at 4:30 p.m. April 12th, 2020, Easter. April 16th, 2020, Passover ended at 6 p.m. today. May 4th, 2020, honors surgery finally is today, May 4th, 2020 at 7 a.m. And that's the day that I took him to his surgery that I had previously taken him to be inspected to see if he was even eligible. I had previously taken him to the doctor to schedule the appointment, and I had done all of this on my own because he had a tumor on the back of his head, and it was causing a pressure on the back of his brain that caused an auditory processing disorder and sensory processing disorder. He legitimately had sensory processing disorder and auditory processing disorder due to the pressure of the tumor on the back of his head that was pushing pressure on his brain. And when he woke up, he said, "Daddy, doctor fixing my ears." And that's how I know he can hear. And he hears better, and he speaks better, and he does everything better since that tumor's been removed. And it was a benign tumor. It was a residual cyst. A cyst is a tumor. It was a residual cyst. And a cyst is a tumor. And a tumor is a tumor. And it was benign. It was not cancerous. But nonetheless, the existence, the pressure on his brain, it came up to one of his bones that is one of 7 bones that connects to form the skull. There's 7 bones, and 5 of them are connected, and it came up to one of the 5 that connects. And it forms the skull, and it was putting pressure on that area that was allowing him to not speak properly, not hear properly, not be able to understand and decipher and discern what somebody is saying, not have the ability to properly decipher and discern, have other people decipher and discern what he was saying. A lot is better with hearing and speaking and understanding and speaking and hearing with honor since that tumor has been removed and the pressure is relieved from his head. And that was on May 4th, 2020, which nobody even knows about. This is my secret private diary, my journal of my journey along the way of raising and teaching and training and taking care of and providing and pastoring and loving and affecting and being there, nurturing these children and teaching them as a teacher and being an attorney for dad so that dad doesn't lose the kids, that he's the teacher of the kids and they get to stay with somebody who's healthy in every way, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, and somebody who's able to do the job. Clearly, I'm able to do it. I've been doing it for years on my own. She's never been able to do it for with me, with help, together for years. So, this is the truth. This is the evidence. It has been sitting here since it has been put there, and I'm pulling it out now in these videos, documenting that I'm the only person that's ever held it. So, as far as the chain of custody, when it gets released to Nikki Reed, to my attorney, to the judge's bailiff, they will all three receive all of these information and evidence at the same time. This is so. It's definitely established. It's definitely legit. It's definitely relevant. And I'm continuing on. This is group 1, 6 groups. I have no idea what video this is at this point. Honor surgery finally is today, May 4th, 2020 at 7 a.m. Monday, May 4th, 2020, 7 a.m. Honor finally had his surgery. Mother's Day, May 10th, 2020. And then he had Honor had his last and final checkup appointment at 1:20. Post-surgery, that everything is fine, and everything is fine, and everything is fine. It's so good. And the last day of school for last year, that didn't even get finished, per se. They missed the last 11 weeks of school. They only completed 2 9-week grading periods. The last day of school was scheduled to be May 28th of 2020, which they were supposed to have a party in school for that day, and I was going to have a party for her for graduating kindergarten, that she didn't get to graduate because she missed 11 weeks of school, and she only completed 2 9-week grading periods of school, according to the CV-19 government shutdown for public schooling. Continuing on, June 11th, 2020. Kids' haircuts and weigh-ins, CV-19 government shutdown. June 12th, 2020, CV-19 government shutdown. June 15th, CV-19 government shutdown. June 16th, CV-19 government shutdown. June 20th, 2020, Father's Day. June 29th, 2020. 555 days healed since Heather left us the third time. The third time. 555 days healed since Heather left us the third time. Again, today at 7 p.m. after being here for 39 days, and since November 10th at 10 p.m., it was 3 hours away from the full 39 days. However, she did leave Mom's house at 10 p.m. Tuesday, December 18th at but Tuesday, December 18th, 2018. Okay. Freedom and Honor have dental appointments at 11 a.m. Be there at 10:30 a.m. and leave the house at... Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. At 10 a.m. June 29th, 2020. Okay. June 30th, 2020. 80 weeks. 80 weeks healed since Heather left us the third time. She's already done this to us 3 times. 3 times now. 80 weeks since Heather left us the third time. Again, today at 7 p.m. after being here for 39 days since November 10th at 10 p.m. It was 3 hours away from a full 39 days. However, she did leave Mom's house at 10 p.m. Tuesday, December 18th, 2018. July 13th, 2020, Grandma's birthday. August 13th, 2020, left-handed day. August 28th, 2020, Mama's birthday. My mother's birthday. I call her Mama. She's my mama. I love you, Mama. August 29th, 2020, Lissa's birthday. My niece. September 2nd, 2020, Jackson's birthday. My nephew. Lissa is my oldest niece, and Jackson is my youngest nephew. September 16th, 2020, Kids' weigh-ins. October 8th, 2020, Tasha's birthday. And then now we come into school. October 11th, 2020, first day of school, which I have scheduled for the day before the actual first day of school, which was Columbus Day of 2020. October 12th, 2020, Columbus Day. That was the first day of school, which was for both of the kids, which I am homeschooling both, which made the third full-time job that I'm doing before I was now doing a fourth full-time job as an attorney before I hopefully gain some representation tomorrow. I have no help. There is no one here. It is just me and the kids. I do everything that there is to do every day, all the time, for both children and myself and the house, my home, and the vehicles, both too, and anything that has to do with anything. I do it all. I have no help. Monday, October 12th, 2020. First day of school. 33 weeks. Started. 33 weeks started. 5.5 hours per day for 5 days per week is 33 consecutive weeks equals 900 hours. That was the minimum I had to sign my name that they would receive the hours of schooling, 900 hours. Which I did sign my name. They will receive the minimum of 900 hours for both children. There's more to that you'll see in just a second. However, 4 hours per day at 7 days a week would be 4.5 hours. Let me start over because I messed myself up. First day of school, 33 weeks started. 5.5 hours per day or 5 days a week for 33 consecutive weeks equals 900 hours per school year. 4 hours per day at 7 days per week. 4.5 hours a day at 6 days per week. School started today at 12 noon on October 12th, Christopher Columbus Day, 2020 was the first day of school. School started at noon. School started at 12 noon p.m. and ends at 5 p.m. and is 5 hours per day, 7 days per week. At the end of the school year, Honor and Freedom will both have received 1,155 hours of the 2020-2021 schooling. So instead of receiving 900 hours of schooling, they're going to receive 1,155 hours of schooling. Because instead of doing it 7 hours a day, 5 days a week like they do in school, my kids don't understand what weekends are. They don't understand that weekends exist. They don't understand of not having school for 2 days. So I teach class every day, 7 days a week, 5 hours a day, from noon to 5. Okay, and ends on May 30th at 5 p.m. It's the last day of school for the 2020-2021 school year. October 12th, Columbus Day 2020 in Ohio. Today we read 4 green books. Tuesday, October 13th, 2020, Homeschool papers filed today. Wednesday, October 14th. Homeschool papers filed today. As I have mentioned before, that I do that by doing things twice, just like that. Kids' school pictures was taken on October 15th, 2020. Homeschool papers filed today. So just the same, 13th, 14th, 15th, the papers were actually filed. I actually started school on the 12th, regardless, until I got the notification that it was there and that it was okay. I pretty much did the same similar thing for the end of the school year last year for freedom, but I didn't do it over the summer. And then so by the time we got back to me doing school this year, they don't know what weekends are. So I let them have school every day, 5 hours a day. They love it. They absolutely love it. It's one of their favorite things to do in the day. Okay. October 19th, 2020. And I'm over my time here. 666 days since Heather left us the third time. I'll leave it there and come back with this here.